Uyo uko kuno apo pano mamuona kere nai anovura meso anovura nzeve anokaya marigi
Kambakwe uyo anotara mari anogaya mari garai mamunzwa pane nyaya pano zvamunoda kunzwa zvinotaurwa pano madiko kumunzwa mugovane.com. Kambakwe vanogaya mari vanotara mari vanosiya mari Kambakwe vanotara feya kuti pamberi zvichafamba sei vanomuterere zvikubatsirei mukufamba kwenyu zvikubatsirei mirai ndikudze kuti chokwadi pano chizere Kambakwe vanogaya cash vanopa mafacts vanotara straight vane evidence vane confidence plus intelligence
entertainment current affairs and news Kambakwe.com usasarire Kambakwe anogaya mari kuno apo pano mamuona
Right. Too much 2022. And today is a very, very interesting day, very exciting day. And I've got a very, very short update to give you on the story that has been with us since morning. You all know, and you've been aware of reports that began in the morning that there's been a raid on Prophet Magaya's house in Mount Pleasant. And that raid was published and confirmed by police spokespersons during the day. And they'll say they will give an update and more information. And indeed, they've given more information this evening. There's a police statement that has been issued. You can go to gambakwe.com. You can see that police statement on the very post, which is at the top right now. But why I'm here is not to give you the police version. I'm here to give you the real version according to my sources. So let's start with what happened. This will take like 5 minutes. The police and the military, according to my sources, raided the house of Prophet Magaya, and the number of people involved in that raid was between 50 and 100 officers. So you can understand from that number that this was not a small thing. This was a multidisciplinary operation. And the reason why we had such a big operation is because of the nature of the accusation or the nature of the investigation. So the operation took, according to my sources, between 5 and 8 hours. And as I said, it involved between 50 and 100 officers. So the number is in between there. I don't know the exact number because I wasn't there. And what they were looking for was a large arms cache. So they had received credible information that in that house, there was a large arms cache or weapons cache, which had been brought in. And this arms cache belonged, according to the information that they received, and according to my sources, it belonged to CCC of Nelson Chamisa. So I don't know how this all came to be linked to Nelson Chamisa, but that is what happened. This was linked, and hence you saw the large number of officers involved in that operation, between 50 and 100, and an operation lasting, the search itself, there was a search in the house, lasting almost 8 hours. So the police only just released a statement right now in the evening about the operation. So this is what we have. And as I said, to recap, approximately 40 to 50 to 100 officials, security officials from police and from military searched the house of Prophet Magaya, and this happened over a period of between maybe 8 hours, somewhere up to 8 hours, looking for an arms cache that belonged, according to the person that reported it, to CCC and Nelson Chamisa. So today I don't want to offer commentary on what is happening. I've talked too much this week about a lot of things. So I don't want to offer commentary on what is happening. But this is a defining moment, as far as I'm concerned, in Zimbabwe politics. The stuff that we're seeing now is history in the making. You're seeing something here that when you look back, you're going to connect the dots and say, okay, this is why it happened, and this is why it happened the way it happened. So you're going to see it, and obviously, many people don't understand. When we tell them things, they don't get it. But eventually, you're going to get it, and these are very important events taking place, especially for the guys in CCC. They need to have their eyes open, because when we tell them things, in fact, eyes and ears, because I see most of them don't open their ears. They open their eyes, but they don't open their ears. When we tell them things, they need to open their ears and get a deep understanding of what is going on. If they don't get that deep understanding, they'll be surprised, and it's not good to be surprised. So now I think it would be unfair for me to leave here without looking at the police statement. The police statement here was issued this evening. It says, the Zimbabwe Republic Police confirms that acting on credible information and ongoing investigations on suspicious criminal movements, the police obtained warrants of search and seizure leading to the raids of 3 premises in Harare today. As a result, one suspect, Ashraf Kara, of number 66 Angley Road, Avondo West, Harare, has been arrested for the possession of unlicensed firearms and ammunition. And then they went on to list the ammunition. And then police also conducted raids at number 18 Cuba Road, Mount Pleasant, and 261 Phase 1 Sandon Good Hope, Harare. These raids were not targeting specific individuals or personalities, but criminal activities based on information given to the police. So, according to my sources, these are 3 unrelated raids. So the one I'm telling you about here, the one related to CCC and Chamisa, is separate from the one that the 2. The one in Mount Pleasant is the one for Prophet Magaya, and the one in Santon, Good Hope, is another person. and the other one is also another person. Those are three different raids. And as I said, someone gave credible information. When we say credible information, we are talking about deaths, quantities, locations, information that would require a government or security forces to assemble 50 to 80 people. They don't just assemble 80 people for nothing. They assemble 80 people for a reason. But when they search that house, they did not find anything. So they had to leave Prophet Magaya at the house. There were no weapons there. And as you know, Prophet Magaya has been in Kenya, where I think he was preaching there for over the past few days. So the reason that this raid was conducted, obviously, I think it's because he was now back. And also, when you say credible, it means the police, the military, they believed that indeed these weapons were there. And we're not talking about a little, we're talking about big, big weapons. In fact, a cache, which could start a war. That's basically what my source said. Now, let's go to, I want to briefly look at Prophet Magaya, obviously, the leader of prophetic healing and I think PhD and deliverance, right? Prophetic healing and deliverance, very popular prophet in Harare and all over Africa. Here in South Africa, he's got big churches here all over Africa. And he's got business interests in hospitality, entertainment, sports, financial services, farming, mining. So he's got so many interests, business interests, property development. So that is Prophet Magaya for you. And I do not know how the link is between Prophet Magaya and Nelson Chamisa, how the link was established. Because definitely, if you see the police assembling such a big 50 to 100 people operation, there's a link. There's something that they had. There's something that they saw. There's someone went there and said, guys, look at this. This is what I've got. I've got a picture. I've got a... So that's what we call credible information. When we talk of credible information, we're talking about information that can be acted on. And the police, obviously, the guns that they recovered, they've got nothing to do with Prophet Magaya, the ones that are here. These are the guns that they recovered during today's operation. In that press statement that they issued today, these have got nothing to do with Prophet Magaya. From what I heard, these are separate incidents altogether. But as I said, if you're Nelson Chamisa, if you are in CCC, you should be taking these kind of things seriously. And I think we talked yesterday about the security posture of the CCC. What is the security posture going forward? And that is going to be important. We want to see what these guys are going to do, how they're going to react to such reports. Right. We're done here. That is 30 minutes. I talk too much. I need to talk less. Thank you very much for watching. And I think I'll be back on Saturday. Let's see what CCC is going to do. They've set up their rally for Bulawayo. As we speak right now, Ostalos is confirming that rally is going on. He's on a TV station. I was watching him just now. He's confirming that the Bulawayo rally is going on under the threat that we've seen before investigations are complete. Something that I think is a terrible idea. And if I was people in Bulawayo, I would not go to a rally like that because you don't know what's going to happen. And I think the guys, as I said yesterday, they should stop busing people. They should do low-key campaigning. This is where this thing is. President Mnangagwa, he's in Cholocho on the 5th. Let's see what the 5th is. I think it's Saturday. He's also in Cholocho campaigning. So these are not campaigns for... We're not campaigning here for by-elections. People are now campaigning for 2023. And these campaigns are not going to stop. It's going to get more and more vigorous. Whoever stops first loses. That's why you see everyone is going to want to campaign. And these campaigns are going to go on even after the by-elections are over and the results of the by-elections are going to be used for campaigning. So it's an interesting period that we've gotten into, and it won't stop. Right, as I said, thank you very much for watching. And as new developing information comes, we want to get here more information about what really was behind this raid, who are the people who were behind the raid. We'll bring you that information as it becomes available. Thank you very much for watching, and good night.
Ay, 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 ay.